Happy Friday afternoon, evening, everyone. Jason with End the Simpademic. I'm just coming at you here to add a little something to for everybody's consideration, particularly the men out there. And what I want to say is, I've talked on this channel quite a bit about waiting for my woman to come and things like that, and waiting for my dream woman to come along. But I'm going to have a suffix to that. I'm not sitting back doing nothing. I think God rewards those who work for things, and in that regard, I am working on leveling up several areas of my life, because I think if I'm going to attract this woman, I need to be improving on several things in my life, and those things I've identified several of them, and one of them is fitness. I'm back in the gym again, going 3-4 times a week to a HIIT, which stands for High Intensity Interval Training Gym, here in the northern Twin Cities Metro. And I've taken this on a quest to physically improve my personal health and well-being, and hopefully even get rid of a little bit of extra weight around the waist there. But my weight right now is at a pretty decent place, so it might be more of a shaping thing in my case. And so, trying to get myself more fit, number one. Number two, trying to get my career a little bit more under control. I've had some challenges in that particular front with the job that I've held for the last 4 years, and trying to up my game in that regard as well. The other thing was to regain my hobby of bowling, and this is something I, in my college and high school years, I was actually pretty good at. And these days, my average isn't quite as high as it used to be. I used to have a tournament average around the 210 area, and now, with the league season I recently completed, I'm at about 180. But for somebody who's been through a near fatal TBI, that's actually pretty darn good. And I've even taken tips from a couple of professional bowlers, one of whom, I consider myself a decent distance friend of, and she's given me some drills that have allowed me to regain some coordination in general. And so that has been a very good development for me, and it means, and the other thing is my faith, of course. And I'm in a small group. We're basically a band of brothers these days, who are going through, we're a group who have gone through a lot of life adversity, and we're kind of rolling through some of this stuff together. And so to have 3 other guys that I can talk to and confide in has been a tremendous blessing. And it's a very nice upgrade in my specific life, and so that has been very, very good development. So I'm upgrading in many areas in my life, not contented to sit back and wait, because I believe that God does reward those who work for things. And if I'm gonna attract a certain somebody in my life, I need to have I need to have things for them to be drawn into. And having a life outside, having a busy life outside of any person or woman or anything like that, I think is a very healthy thing. It will keep you out of the simp zone, because you are not going to have time to do that, because I don't. And leveling up in life is a very good thing, even if you're not even just doing it with a woman in mind. Even if you're doing it for yourself, I think it's just, phenomenally awesome. And so I encourage every man who sees this to identify areas in their life where they can level up. Because if you're too busy to be a simp, you're too busy to be obsessed with anybody. You just have so much going, and that is my case these days. I look at my calendar nowadays, and it's like, okay, every day's got several things on there, and it's very, very, a very beautiful development. And to be improving in many areas of my life, I think is one day going to make myself a good match for somebody who is of like mind and spirit. And so so yes, I am waiting for for a certain someone, but I'm not sitting back. I am taking the bull by the horns, and I've decided to level up my life in as many places as I can to make that a little bit more of a natural occurrence, I think is the best way to put it. And so my encouragement to every guy out there who may be watching this, find areas in your life to level up, single, married, or otherwise. Because even if you're just doing it for yourself, you will be enriched with it. And I feel like I have so far. So anyhow, that is my message for today. Enjoy your Friday night. Have a good weekend, everyone. Don't do anything stupid. Don't drink and drive. Get yourself that Uber, and you folks have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace out, homies.